Ladies and gentlemen, the Double RT Boxing Show with Mr. A shall begin shortly. In 5, 4, 3, 2. I am cold as fuck in this house, but that's not why you tuned in. We tuned in to talk that boxing, and that's what we're gonna do. Now, this is a breakdown prediction for the vacant WBO super flyweight bout between Donnie Nietes and Kazuto Ioka. I believe that's his name. Kazuto Ioka. I gotta first say I'm not happy about this fight. I'm not thrilled about this fight at all. I think this fight's horrible. Well, the fight itself is not horrible. Back up a few words. The fact that this fight is taking place, I'm not pleased with. The matchup is a pretty good matchup. What I'm not happy about is that Donnie Nietes is getting another opportunity for this bout. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Him and Austin Pilates, I'm probably butchering the name, but his last fight against Austin, Aston, they fought for this same title. It was vacant then, and they had a draw. To me, that should have been it. If you guys want this belt, if you guys want to be the WBO champion, you motherfuckers need to have a rematch. And the ones who's going to fight for this belt is going to be number 3, what's his name? Kazuto Ioka, and number 4, Jose Martinez. Those number 3 and 4 should have fought, since number 1 and 2 had a draw. Now, if number 3 and 4 fights for the belt, they get one of them wins, and then Nietes and Austin have their rematch. They fight the winner. I don't like how Donnie, who's still ranked number 1, I don't give a rat's ass if he's number 1. He don't get to me. He doesn't deserve a title shot. You know, the winner of that fight will fight whoever won between Ioka and Martinez. That's how I feel. But hey, who gives a rat's ass how Mr.A feels? The fight's taking place. Deal with it, bitch. I had Donnie Nietes losing that fight. A lot of people said, Mr.A, you're smoking moon rocks. I just thought it was a close fight, but I thought Aston landed more shots than he was given credit for. I thought he did some good body work. I thought he was out jabbing him. I thought he was being first. But everyone just thought Donnie Nietes easily won that fight. I didn't see that fight. HBO commentaries, you know how commentary teams work, whether it's HBO's, whether it's a Matchroom, Skybox, let alone Fox for the Charlo brothers. if they favor somebody, if they have an agenda, the commentary will let you know what the agenda is. And obviously, HBO wanted Donnie Nietes. They were starving for some stars. Super flyweights was their thing. The little people, the little weight classes, and they were just talking Nietes up, talking them up, and then they got to the point where they were trying so hard to talk him up. They're like, oh, wait a minute, Aston's kind of doing something here, and then they start saying like, oh, maybe Nietes is starting to show some age. Maybe he's getting slow. They had to kind of backtrack on their ass kissing commentary. But that being said, Mr.A, get over it. Donnie Nietes is fighting for the fight again. Now, the fight itself between Nietes and Ioka is a good fight. Now, I gotta admit, since I have created the show a little over a year and a half ago, these two fight well. I created the show over a year and a half ago. Ioka's been retired that whole time I created the show. He just came back against Arroyo. Nietes, this is gonna be the 3rd time he's on the show. I researched his previous fights. The dude can box. The dude can definitely box. I'm not as impressed with. People could say, Mr.A, you're smoking moon rocks. Nietes is the goods. He's the same category as Kid Galahad. everyone, the UK subscribers, they're like, Mr. A, Kid Callahan's the shit. He's the goods, man. You should, you know, trust me, Kid Callahan's the good. And people are saying Nietes is the goods, man. He could box. I'm just not. My page ain't fully turned on Donnie Nietes yet, and it's not fully turned on. It's not fully turned on Kid Callahan. Like, one fighter that I did get turned on was Tevin Farmer. I was iffy on him, but watching him, I flipped the page. That motherfucker is good. That motherfucker is good. You know, I was iffy with Dogboy. We saw what happened. You know, now this fight itself, Ioka Nietes, like I said, good matchup. Good matchup. Fairly decent power between the both of them. You know, it's about even. Now, it's going to be interesting to see if Ioka can land those shots. Now, Nietes had a problem with Austin because the motherfucker was a giant in the ring for that weight class, and he had the reach on him. Now, at 49% knockout power, 346 rounds of, he definitely knows his way around the ring. Shit. He was a janitor at ALL. He better know his way around the ring, cleaning that motherfucker for a couple years before he, like he said, 41 with 23 knockouts, 1 loss, and 5 draws. How long ago did he lose? Because obviously this motherfucker does not know how to lose. 2004. This motherfucker does not know how to lose. You gotta admire that. You gotta admire that. From 2004, I don't give a fuck who he's fighting. You know, his opponent's record is pretty decent. They did, for the most part, they're all winning records on a good ratio. He's not fighting. He's not doing that Thailand shit. Thailand, they'll fight some fucking 4-12 people and become 50-0. Now, like I said, Aston had the reach on him, the reach and the height, so it gave Nietes some definitely problems. He was younger, he had the power. Now, Nietes coming in at 36-0. Like I said, at 346 rounds at 36, that's a lot of wear and tear in the boxing world. So he has decent pop at that 49 cent, 5'3", 65 inch. Now we're going to go to his counterpart. His counterpart here, 29 years old. Now remember, HBO was saying like, hey, are we starting to see Donnie Nietes slip here? Is he starting to show some age, some wear and tear of that body, that work of his? 210 rounds of experience for Ioka. 29 years old. 24 fights. 210 rounds, not bad. 54 knockout rates now. 5'5" with a 66.5-inch reach. When's the last time he lost? He lost in 2014 and retired in 2017. The year and a half. Oh man, like I said, this is a tough matchup for me, man. Tough match. I'm not. Ioka. Yeah, he has the attributes advantages. 5'5" to 5'3", 66.5 to 65.5. Has a little more pop to him. He has lesser fights, so in the breakdown. This is a long, already 9 minutes, and I didn't even get into the fight yet. I think Nietes is probably the better boxer. From what, like I said, I'm not too familiar with these guys. 3 fights. This is gonna be my third live fight for Nietes. Watching his previous fights, like I said, the dude can box. He's Ioka. I think he's more of a risk taker than Nietes. Now that could be the difference in the fight, whether it's a positive or a negative. Him walking in trying to hurt Netes could just allow him to get picked off by Netes' jab. You know, just back foot stepping, just getting picked off. It could be very different. As we saw in Arroyo, Ioka will walk in, head down, kind of give up his chin for the uppercut to get inside. But I like his punch variation. I think he goes to the body a little bit more. Just from what I've seen, he goes to the body a little bit more than Netes, you know, with more intent. But I like Netes. I think his ring generalship is going to give Ioka problems. I think Ioka's going to have to go to the body early to keep Netes in front of him. Because they said Netes pretty good at keeping his opponent's punch landing ratio down. You know, they were saying in that his last fight, his opponents average 8 punches per round against him, and they were amazed that Austin's landing 12. So just 4 more punches. If this dude is keeping his opponents at 8 punches a round, that's fucking good defense, bro. Good defense. You can't hit this guy no more than 8 times a fight in 3 minutes. Ioka, as I give ring generalship to Netes. Defensively, obviously, Netes, we just talked about it, 8 punches a round. And Ioka gives up the chin to get inside. So it's not like his defense is bad. It just when you fight that mid-range fight, you're going to get hit. Earl Spence, Lomachenko, you know, and Lomachenko's a great fighter, but he fights that mid-range fight. He's not out. He's not in the back. He's not inside. He's mid-range, so you're gonna get hit. But offensively, I like Ioka's offense. I do like his offense. Like I said, I think his punch variation is a little. It's more. It's more. Punch variation is more to me. Is Netes gonna pick him off? Constantly turning him, keep his feet moving, or is Ioka gonna apply pressure, make Netes fight at a faster pace? Someone who's remember everyone tried to press Floyd. That was the thing. Don't let Floyd fight at his pace. He's too defensive minded. You got to speed him up, speed him up, speed him up. Is Ioka gonna be able to speed Netes up? If he could speed Netes up, I think he has a chance. If he allows Netes to control the ring, control the stage, act 1, act 2, act 3, close the curtain, if he allows Netes to do that, it's gonna be a long night, and Netes gonna pick him apart. But I'm going with Ioka. I think Ioka is gonna press the pace and work the body to test how is that 36 years old guy in the ring. How many rounds do we say he had again? 300 and what the fuck was that? 346 rounds. Is it time that's going to start the show? 346 rounds. I think Ioka's going to press the thing and going to win a split decision. No knockdowns in this fight. I think it's going to go back and forth. I think it's going to be a very controversy decision. People are going to say Netes won. I think a lot of people are going to say Netes won this fight. But I'm going with Ioka is going to win this on a split decision, just off of he's going to speed the fight up. He's going to make Netes fight at a faster pace and be a little behind on the punches. This is the Double RT Boxing Show. I am Mr.A. I'm stuck on this fight. Tough fight for me, but I'm going with Ioka and become the new WBO Super Flyweight Champion. Thank you for tuning in. It's a little long, had to ramble on, but thank you for that. Hope you subscribe, hit that thumb